guys, what's up? Welcome back. So in today's video, I'm going to be sharing my January favorites with you guys, and I know it is crazy that we're already in February. I think I'm uploading this like the last day of January. I don't know. Anyway, I just can't believe that January has already gone and this year is already starting to fly by super fast. So I gathered up some of my favorites that I've been loving for the month. I have some foundations, I have some palettes, I have some lip products. I even have a few skincare products that I've been loving this past month. So if you're interested in seeing all of the products that I have really been loving this past month, then let's go ahead and jump right in. All right, starting off with skincare, I have 3 products by Korres that I do want to mention to you guys that I feel like I need to mention. These are products that I picked up during the Sephora VIB sale last year, and I have used them all the way up. So I have the Brightening and Line Smoothing Serum. I have the Wild Rose Vitamin C Active Brightening Oil, and I also have the 24-hour moisturizing and brightening cream. So these products are supposed to be targeting those areas on the face that you want to brighten up, or even if you just want to brighten up your skin. So it's good for those of you who have dark spots. If you have any type of discoloration in your skin, these are going to target those problem areas. So I swear by this product. I honestly didn't think I would love it as much as I did, and the fact that I've used them all the way up, that really tells you something. So before I put on my makeup, I would use the serum. And then on top of that, of course, go on with whatever primer I wanted to use for the day. But this is the very first product that I would use on my face in the morning times before I do my makeup and all of that. And then, of course, I would go on top with any type of, I just lost my freaking train of thought. I always do that. What am I talking about? I was trying to say primer. So whatever primer you like to use, I would use that on top of this. And sometimes I didn't even use a primer. I would just use this alone and then go on top of it with my makeup. And I didn't have any problems with doing that. At nighttime, I would use the brightening oil in conjunction with the brightening moisturizer. So I would use these two together after I get done doing my whole skincare routine. So these are what I would use together before I go to bed. Sometimes I would use the moisturizer in the morning times before I applied my makeup, but most of the times I would use the serum and then go on top with a primer. So been loving those products, and I do want to go ahead and repurchase some more. And I also have another moisturizer. This is by Saturday Skin. Now, they actually send this over to me through Octoly to test out, and I've actually been testing this out for a while now. So this is a really lightweight moisturizer, and I really like the packaging of it. What you do is just push the top of it like that, and the product comes out. So it's very lightweight on the skin, very moisturizing, and it just feels really silky smooth on the skin, and it just makes it look moisturized and luminous, and it just makes the skin look really good. So I've really been loving this, and also it does not have a scent. So if you are one of those people who don't like to wear products with a lot of scent to it, you would probably like this. So this doesn't have a scent at all, and it's also really good under makeup. So I've really been loving this in conjunction with my Fenty Beauty primer. I don't know what it is, but I like to apply this first and then go on top of that with my Fenty Beauty primer, and then, you know, do the rest of my makeup routine. I think those are all the skincare products I had to mention that I've really been loving this past month. Now let's go ahead and dive into the makeup. So I want to start out with foundation. I did do a review on this foundation by Found. So I did a review, or like a first impression on this foundation a couple of weeks back, and I did promise you guys that I would follow up and let you guys know my final thoughts on it, and I really like it, you guys. I've been wearing this to work off and on, not like every day to work, because I do use different products, but I've really been wanting to get more use out of it and seeing, you know, how it wears throughout the day, and I really like it. If you've never tried this out, but if you've tried the L'Oreal, the Infallible Pro Glow, these are very similar, like very similar. Yeah, so if you haven't tried this foundation out, but if you have tried the Infallible Pro Glow, then these are pretty much very similar. It's very moisturizing on the skin. It does not give you a full coverage, but it is buildable. And you guys saw, well, some of you, if you did look at my first impression on this foundation, you saw that it was definitely a buildable foundation. So it's very lightweight on the skin. It's not cakey at all, and I just really like how it wears throughout the day. It does not really oxidize on my skin. I know some of you were asking me in the comments of that video if it oxidized, but it really didn't oxidize at all throughout the day. So yeah, love this. The only thing I don't like about it is they don't have a good color selection. That this is actually the darkest shade that they have, and this is in the shade 180 Deep. Now let's go into concealer. This concealer I have is actually a recent purchase. I purchased this maybe about a week or two back. Maybe 2 weeks, I think 2 weeks back. And it is the concealer from Ulta, and this was actually a suggestion from you guys. So this concealer is really similar to the Tarte Shape Tape concealer. So if you really like a full coverage concealer that's gonna last on your face all day, that's not gonna crease under the eyes, but it's affordable, then you need to try this out. And I really thank you guys for suggesting this to me, because honestly, I always looked over the products from like the Ulta, the brand, like the Ulta brand inside Ulta. I always look over those products, and now that I have a concealer from that brand, now I'm gonna be, you know, all eyes when I go in there and seeing all the other products that I have. But I do want to mention this one in today's video because it is really good. And by the way, I am in the shade Deep Warm. So if you own the Tarte Shape Tape concealer in the shade Deep, it's kind of the same color as that. So yeah, definitely have to mention that. All right, so I have these loose highlighters that I have to mention in today's video because they are bomb.com, and if you don't have them in your collection, what are you doing with your life? Artist Couture collabed with Jackie Aina, and she came out with her Le Bronze and Le Peach highlighters, and I have both of them on right now on my cheeks. And the reason why I've really been loving these highlighters is not only because they're in collaboration with Jackie, but you know, sometimes when you have a loose setting powder and you apply it and just the glitter goes everywhere and it's chunky, and then it just kind of accentuates the texture in your face. These don't do that. I literally tap my brush in this product very lightly, and this is what I got. These are gonna last me forever, and I like how she came out with one that's for the deeper skin tones and one for if you have a lighter skin tone, and the fact that you can mix these together and get this. So shout out to you, Jackie, you did that. I never really mentioned mascaras on my channel, but I wanted to mention this one particular one because it has really, like, I'm very impressed with it, and that is the Maybelline Total Temptation Mascara. You guys know the mascara, I think it was by L'Oreal, the one that was like a dupe to the Too Faced Better Than Sex Mascara. This honestly is better than that. Like, this one I would honestly have to say is very similar, if not the same, as the Too Faced Better Than Sex Mascara. The one on it is very similar to it, and it really does a great job with grasping every single one of your lashes. It lengthens your lashes, it gives you a lot of volume. And the funny thing about this is it doesn't smell like mascara. It smells, I don't know how to describe the scent, but it has a really good scent to it. Like, you know how most mascaras stink? This smells good. You know how baby lotion smells? It kind of smells like baby lotion, but at the same time it kind of has like a little mixture of vanilla and baby lotion scent to it. I love baby lotion, so that's why it smells good to me. All right, so I have some palettes to share, and the first one I want to share is by Too Faced, and that is the Chocolate Gold palette. I did a tutorial on this palette, and you guys, I think honestly this is probably the second to best palette that Too Faced has come out with. I personally like the Too Faced, the Just Peachy Mattes palette with all of the mattes, like the warm tones. I love that palette out of all of the ones that they've come out with, and this one is my second best one. I really like how they included matte colors in here. So the matte shades in here are good for transition colors, and they also included a black, like a matte black in here, and pretty much all the rest of them are metallic shades. But I feel like you can do so many looks with this, and you don't necessarily have to use the eyeshadows as an eyeshadow. Like, you can actually use some of the metallic shades in here as highlighter, which is what I did in that video. I think I used, I forgot what shade I used in here, but I used it as a highlighter, and it looked really good. So Too Faced really did a good job with this palette, and I feel like a lot of people would definitely agree with me on that. So definitely been loving that. And as far as drugstore palettes, these new Milani palettes have been my go-to lately. Like, I've been reaching for these non-stop. I'm actually wearing one on my eyes today, and that is from the Bold's Obsessions palette, and I have the black on, I have this burgundy color on, and I also have two of these lighter shades on my eyes as well. So the outer corner of my eyes, I use the black, and then I kind of use, no. what I did was I blended that burgundy shade for my transition color. And then for the outer part of the eye, like the outer V, I put a little black there and kind of smoked it out. And then the inner corner of the eye, I used these 2 lighter shades at the very bottom, right here, these 2. So I used those for the inner corner of the eye. And then for the tear duct, I used, I think, some random highlighter that I had on my vanity. But I love how they included some mattes in here and also metallic shades, and the colors are absolutely gorgeous. This is a really pretty palette for the drugstore, and they also came out with their matte palette as well, and this one's the most this one is the most loved mattes. This is the one that I reach for when I'm going to work, because all the shades in here are a good, you know, everyday color, but I mostly reach for these darker shades down here and the lighter shades in the middle when I go to work. Just a nice, simple, easy, neutral look. So definitely been loving these, and if you have not seen the video of me doing a review on these palettes, I will try to remember to have the video down below in my description. And I do want to add, these are $20 on the Milani website, but I've actually gotten messages from some of you guys that you have been finding them in Walmart for $14, and I was blown away. Like, I have not seen them in Walmart yet, but $20 on the website versus $14 in Walmart, I'm going to Walmart first. One more palette I do want to mention is by Beauty Bakerie, and this is their coffee and cocoa palette. And you guys, oh my god, first off, if you are not familiar with Beauty Bakerie, what are you doing? Go there now. Check out their website, check out their lip products, check out their eyeshadows, check out this palette right here, because this is gorgeous. It is gorgeous. So if you have been looking for a good like contour and highlighter palette, especially for my women of color, this palette is bomb. It is bomb. And I'm going to go ahead and swatch it for you guys. First off, the creaminess of the product is crazy. It's insane. It is in freaking insane. So I want to swatch these so y'all can see how they swatch on the skin. So this is the highlight in that palette. Look at that. Crazy. And this is what I'll use as a blush, but oh my god. You can also use this as eyeshadows as well, but I would definitely use that second shade as a blush. And this one right here is the bronzer. This will also be really pretty as an eyeshadow. And then this right here is, I don't know what I would probably use that to set my under eye concealer. But come on, y'all, like, look at that. Gorgeous. I had to mention that. They also just came out with a new blush palette, which I am super excited about. I haven't received it yet, but it is on the way to my house, so can't wait to try that one out. But I definitely wanted to mention this because I mean all right, last thing we have are lippies, and then we'll be done with this video. I know it's kind of long, but let me go ahead and mention a couple of lip products that I've been loving, and one of them is by Milani. This is the Amore Shine Lip Color. I feel like I mentioned this a lot recently on my channel, but I just love it just that much, and this is in the shade Tenderness. I did a first impression, kind of like a review on these as well, and I just really been loving this shade right here. This is what I wear to work. I would just put this on either by itself or with like a brown lip liner, but honestly, I don't need a lip liner to wear this. It is gorgeous. So there's that color right there. It's kind of similar to what I have on my lips right now, which by the way, I'm wearing MAC Whirl. So I have that on my lips right now, but it's kind of similar to that color, but it's a little bit lighter, and it just has that glossy look to it, of course. So definitely been loving that. And I have two lip products from Radiance, and I did a review or a lip swatch on all of their new HD lip sculptors. These two are the ones that I have been wearing non-stop. I love these, you guys. So I have the shade Goddess, and again, if you want to see like a full lip swatch on these products, I will try to remember to have that video down below in the description. But that is Goddess right there. Very similar to the lip that I have on today, but it's actually a little darker than what I have on my lips right now. And then the other one is in the shade Divine Diva. I think this is the one that I had on, so there's Divine Diva right there. If I had to compare these, I would definitely compare them to the Fenty Beauty Mademoiselle lipsticks. Very similar to this, which by the way, I do have one that is the exact same color as one of the Mademoiselle lipsticks that I have. So let me know if you guys will be interested in me doing like a dupe video on some of my lip products that I have in my collection. Let me know if that would be something you guys would be interested in seeing on my channel. But yeah, I think that completes this video. I'm gonna go ahead and leave a little clip of the swatches that I just did on my hand for you guys that rather me swatch up close. So this is all of the swatches on the hand so you guys can see. Let me know if you guys tried out any of the products that I shared in today's video. Let me know your thoughts, if you like them, if you hate them, just let me know. And yeah, so if you enjoyed it, make sure you thumbs this video up and do not forget to subscribe if you're not subscribed already. And I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.
Yeah.